Everyone knows Rudy. His story can be found in the video store under sports movies. David Ruffer is the current place kicker for Notre Dame, and his story belongs next to Harry Potter in the fantasy section.
I went to Gonzaga College High School in Washington, D.C. I played golf and soccer there, golf all 4 years and soccer just my freshman year. At Gonzaga, you're kind of landlocked, so the football field's right next to the academic buildings. So during lunch, me and a couple of my friends would just go out onto the football field and goof off and kick around. And it wasn't until one day one of the assistant football coaches said, why don't you try, kicking? And I had honestly never thought about it before. It was just something to goof off and, it was, a hobby, something stupid to do.
At the end of his senior season, David was invited onto the team and attempted an extra point.
Coach Maddox, he thought my name was Dan. She's like, Dan, get in there, kick it.
He missed. Probably.
It's actually a kind of running joke in my family. The ball was like way above the uprights. We actually have a picture on our bar at home. You can't really tell whether it's straight in or not, but it's just so far above that we just think the ref got it wrong.
But kicking was never a dream. His biggest goal in life was to attend the alma mater of his sister, his father, 2 uncles, 2 great-uncles, and his grandfather, class of 28.
I just wanted to go to Notre Dame. That was all I thought about growing up. I applied. I didn't get in, though. I got flat out rejected. Sad day in the house.
He matriculated to the College of William and Mary, and that's where the story should have ended. But it didn't. 1 year later, David Ruffer was accepted as an academic transfer at Notre Dame, where nothing's bigger than touchdown Jesus, though inter-hall football is a close second. Most colleges have dormitories. Notre Dame's are called halls, and most schools play intramural touch, but inter-hall football is full pads, full contact, full speed.
Inter-hall football is very intense. We have tryouts of about 50 guys for a 24-man roster, and probably about 90% played in high school.
I wasn't aware of it. I didn't know that it was tackle football. It means a lot. They've got their own trophy cases where they display the trophies from Interhall. It's really important to the Notre Dame lifestyle.
David lived in Siegfried Hall at Notre Dame, which has a storied history in inter-hall athletics. If you don't believe him, just ask or look up.
Our first championship was the bowling championship here on campus, and we're very proud of that. We won our first inter-hall football championship in 2003, and once you get the taste of a championship, it's nice to do it again.
I totally underestimated how competitive it was to make the team. I was like one of the last kids to actually make it, so it was really close to not happening.
Every inter-hall team is only allowed to have 24 guys on their roster, so it's really hard to give one of those 24 spots to purely just a special teams punter or kicker.
In inter-hall, the scores are really low. The typical score is 6-0 because if it's a touchdown, they don't have enough confidence in the kicker to go for the extra point, or if they attempt it, it's no good.
He didn't have a scar on his forehead like Harry Potter, but he had magic in his right leg, and soon his legend grew.
David was considerably better than most kickers out there.
We were just setting him up for further and further field goals until he just started nailing 55-yarders. It was pretty crazy.
His first extra point for Siegfried, like his first in high school, was no good. But after only 2 games of inter-hall, the varsity took notice.
I got a call from the coaching staff. I was studying for a Latin test or something. I thought it was one of my buddies messing with me. He was like, "No, this is real. We were wondering if you'd want to come, try out."
And I said, "I hear the varsity's looking at you." And he kind of shrugged his shoulders and said, "Yeah." He didn't make much of it. He didn't think he had much of a chance with the varsity.
In 2008, he made the team and also joined a union.
WOPU for Walk-On Players Union. I'm not sure exactly when it started. There's some handshakes that go along with it. This is one of the WAPU hand signs. A lot of times it has a tendency to fly up, and sometimes in practice you'll see guys on the scout team, you know, kind of throw it up, you know, throw up this, the WO for walk-on, just kind of goofy ways to stick together.
The Walk-On Players Union seems more like a social club, but members have to pay their dues. In his debut for the Fighting Irish, Ruffer completed a rare triple crown by missing his first varsity extra point after missing his first high school and inter-hall attempts. But in the past 2 seasons, David Ruffer has become one of the best kickers in the country and owns the school record for consecutive field goals made with 23.
One of my earliest memories is sitting on my dad's shoulders at the walk and see the players walking by. I was probably 4 or 5 at that time. People everywhere shouting, cheering, "Go Irish." Getting into Notre Dame was just the end-all be-all. I just wanted to be a student here. I wanted to be here so badly.
Ruffer's kick is good.
I had an interview the other day. Guy's like, "You're the closest I'm going to get to meeting Rudy." It's like, no, it's actually my friend David Ruffer.
Monday through Friday, David Ruffer lives his dream by attending Notre Dame. On Saturdays, he plays football.
It wasn't something that I'd ever thought I'd be doing. It's just greater than anything ever I thought would happen.
Maybe the best dreams in life are the ones you never had that still come true.